Time is one of the most precious resources we have yet. It slips away unnoticed, much like water flowing through our fingers. Instead of using this invaluable asset wisely, we often find ourselves consumed with worries about things we cannot control, whether it's the actions of others or the unpredictable events of life in our search for validation. Material possessions and short-lived pleasures, we inevitably find ourselves feeling unfulfilled. These external things promise happiness, but they often leave us empty. However, the Stoics have shown us that there is a better way, a path rooted in self-mastery and internal strength, rather than the futile attempt to control the world around us. The Stoics understood that true power doesn't lie in manipulating circumstances or seeking approval from others. Instead, it resides in our ability to control ourselves. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions in a world where distractions and comforts are always within reach, the Stoic way offers something much more profound. Rather than avoiding discomfort or running from challenges, the Stoics embrace them as opportunities for growth. They believe that personal development requires the cultivation of discipline, courage, and an unshakable mind traits that are developed through adversity, not ease as we step into 2025. We must abandon the pursuit of superficial comforts and distractions. This year, we do not seek to live in comfort zones or indulge in fleeting pleasures. Instead, we focus on growth, on becoming better versions of ourselves, no matter the challenges that lie ahead. This growth is not immediate, nor is it easy. It demands dedication, a willingness to push beyond our limits, and the courage to face discomfort. Heading it requires the wisdom to recognize what truly matters and the strength to keep our focus on what is within our control. Number one, mastering the dichotomy of control in life. There are two fundamental categories: things within our control and things beyond it: the external world, fate, reputation. The actions of others and even the condition of our own bodies remains largely outside our direct influence. However, our thoughts, choices, and actions belong entirely to us. This distinction is crucial because understanding what we can and cannot change allows us to direct our energy effectively. Instead of being consumed by frustration over external events, we can focus on what truly matters: our own mindset and behavior. The Stoic philosopher Epicus encapsulated this wisdom, stating happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control and some things are not. This realization serves as the foundation of both inner peace and resilience. When we accept that external circumstances will unfold as they will without our consent, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. We no longer react with despair or anger when things don't go our way, because we recognize that those outcomes were never fully in our hands in 2025. We refuse to waste energy on what is beyond our grasp. We do not dwell on past mistakes or anxieties about the future. Regret and fear are distractions. They divert our focus from the present moment where our power truly lies. Instead, we direct our efforts toward what we can control: our discipline, our work ethic, and our response to adversity. This shift in mindset allows us to cultivate clarity and resilience, making us stronger in the face of life's uncertainties. Number two, embrace hardship as a teacher. Many seek a life of ease, free from struggle or pain, believing that comfort leads to happiness. But those who truly understand the nature of growth and strength know otherwise. Hardship is not something to be feared or avoided. It is a necessary force that shapes us into who we are meant to become. The Stoics recognize this truth, seeing adversity not as a curse but as a teacher. A weak man prays for an easy life, but the wise embrace difficulty, knowing that struggle is the crucible in which character is forged. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, captured this idea perfectly when he wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does. The body, just as physical exercise tears down muscles so they can rebuild stronger. Life's hardships test and refine our mental and emotional strength. Challenges force us to confront our weaknesses, push beyond our perceived limits, and develop resilience without resistance. There is no growth without trials. We remain stagnant, untested, and unprepared for the realities of life. Every obstacle we encounter presents an opportunity. Failure is not the end. It is a lesson, a stepping stone toward success. Betrayal and disappointment, rather than breaking us, offer the chance to cultivate patience, understanding, and inner fortitude. Instead of lamenting our struggles, We should reframe them as gifts when faced with hardship. The Stoic mindset does not complain or shrink away. It responds with a simple, powerful affirmation. Good, this is another chance to prove our strength, to sharpen our will, and to rise above our circumstances. Number 3, destroy the need for approval. Why do we place so much value on the opinions of others, as if their judgments determine our worth? This reliance on external validation is a weakness that holds us back from true freedom. When we constantly seek approval, we hand over control of our emotions and decisions to those who may not understand or appreciate our path. Instead of shaping our lives according to our own principles, we become puppets to the expectations of society, always looking for reassurance. This is not the way to live with strength or purpose. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once observed, "It never ceases to amaze me." We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. This contradiction highlights a fundamental flaw in human nature. While we instinctively prioritize ourselves, we still crave external validation. Why should we allow the fleeting opinions of others to dictate our sense of self? Their praise does not make us stronger, and their criticism does not diminish us. The only opinion that truly matters is the one we hold of ourselves based on our actions and integrity. Number 4, train self-discipline like a warrior. True freedom does not come from an absence of restrictions, but from the ability to exercise complete control over oneself, to be truly free. One must not be ruled by fleeting desires or external circumstances, but must instead cultivate an unshakable inner strength. This is the foundation of self-discipline. Without it, we drift aimlessly, enslaved by our impulses and emotions. A disciplined person, on the other hand, operates with intention and purpose, making conscious choices rather than being led by momentary temptations. The Stoics live by a simple but powerful principle. Master yourself or be mastered. They understood that weak desires create weak individuals, and that those who cannot resist their impulses become prisoners of their own cravings, whether for comfort, pleasure, or distractions. True strength is not found in indulgence, but in restraint. It is in the ability to say no when necessary, to push forward despite discomfort, and to remain steadfast in the face of adversity. Without self-mastery, we are at the mercy of whatever temptation or distraction comes our way. Epictetus captured this idea in his famous words, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This statement highlights a fundamental truth. Self-discipline is the gateway to true freedom. A person who lacks control over their actions is controlled by something else, be it laziness, fear, or fleeting pleasure. Only through disciplined effort can one rise above these limitations and live with strength and purpose. By mastering our impulses, we take back power over our lives and shape them according to our highest values rather than our lowest urges. Number 5, meditate on death daily. Most people fear death, but the Stoic saw it as a tool for clarity. Memento mori. Remember you must die is a daily reminder to focus on what truly matters. By accepting mortality, we stop wasting time on distractions and live with greater purpose. Senior advised, let us prepare our minds as if we come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. This mindset urges us to act decisively, speak truthfully, and leave nothing undone. Living as if time is limited helps us avoid regret when we forget death. We get caught in trivialities, petty arguments, distractions, and meaningless pursuits. But death renders these things insignificant. What remains is who we become and what we leave behind. A sense of urgency arises when we embrace mortality. We stop delaying dreams, stop holding grudges, and start focusing on love, wisdom, and meaningful work. Every moment becomes valuable. Our words gain weight when we know time is short. Would we waste breath on gossip or choose to speak with kindness and honesty? When we remember death, our communication becomes more intentional. Our actions follow the same principle. Instead of waiting for someday, we take responsibility for our choices. Now we make each day count, pursuing what truly matters without hesitation. Memento mori is not about fearing death, but embracing life by meditating on it daily. We live with purpose, free from regret, ensuring our time is well spent. The world will test us, trying to break our resolve. It will tempt us with comfort, distract us with meaningless noise, and shake us with fear. These forces exist to weaken us, to keep us passive and uncertain. Let it try. We are not here to be entertained or to seek approval. We refuse to drift through life without purpose. Instead, we stand firm knowing that challenges exist to make us stronger. Our mission is growth. We are here to sharpen our minds, discipline our actions, and conquer ourselves. True strength is built through